Lakers Nation, what is going on? So, it's Mr. 81 here back with a new video on my channel this morning. It's a new day, and we just got some recent news in a report. It's a rumor, but I would just take this with a grain of salt. And it's coming from NBA Central on the Twitter page, according to Bovada Official. And it says that the Milwaukee Bucks starting center and Brook Lopez is the favorites to become the Lakers starting center for next season. Yeah, so in 2025-26, when he's going to become unrestricted free agent, he's making around $23-24 million. And in my personal opinion, that contract, I don't believe he's worth it, and I don't think he's worth it. That's just my personal opinion. But I would just look elsewhere. Mind you guys, back in the 2024-25 offseason, he was a free agent, and he was linked to the Los Angeles Lakers, even in the trade deadline, stuff like that. So this is not the first time being brought up on the Los Angeles Lakers. But his contract with the Milwaukee Bucks did expire back in 2023-24, making him eligible to sign as a free agent. And he did sign with the Milwaukee Bucks for 2 seasons. But I don't think he's it. I don't think he's a center that the Lakers need. We need some athletic centers. And he's slow. He's lost his step. He's 37 years of age, so he's just older. And he did used to play for the Lakers, if you guys don't remember, back in 2017, 2018. One season over there, did average around 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, but he got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. But looking at the Milwaukee Bucks situation, there's just a lot of drama going on. I think they're going to have to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo in the offseason. I'm pretty sure he did sign a contract extension over there, but they got Damian Lillard, and he did suffer a left torn Achilles. I believe it was like game 2 or game 3 when he did return. So it's super fortunate because he was out for at least a month. He was recovering from the blood clot, and then here you go. So it does suck. And also, it's just recently reported coming from Evan Siddery that he's likely to be out for the entire 2025-26 season. And then you got Gary Trent Jr. He's going to be a free agent. And then you got Taurean Prince. He's going to be a free agent. They don't even own their picks, so they really don't have that much talent on their team. I mean, they got some young players, but they're not that great. Let's just be honest. And Bobby Portis did get suspended for at least 25 games. He did come back, but the team is just not good enough the way it's constructed. And you got Doc Rivers, playoff choker, and then you got Darvin Ham, who's the assistant coach. He used to be the head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, 2 seasons over there. But I do digress. Now, I do expect them to tear it up and blow it up. But now looking at the Los Angeles Lakers situation, they did trade for Luka Doncic, which was, shocking. And then Rob Pelinka was looking for centers. There's reports that they were going to look at, some more centers. He was looking to trade for Jalen Durant, but I guess the Pistons didn't want to trade him. And he went to Charlotte, and he did trade for Mark Williams, but the trade was rescinded, which is super fortunate because I think he could have made a difference in the series now that the Lakers are down 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round, and they're facing elimination games. So if they lose, they go home, but if they win, they go to Game 6 in Minnesota, and if they do win Game 6, then they could force a Game 7 at Crypto. So going into the series, I did have my concerns, and there were some question marks because the Lakers is just not that big, and they're going to heavily lean towards a small ball. Their depth lineup with, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and even Jared Vanderbilt, and guys like Dorian Finney-Smith. But Jackson Hayes at this point is just unplayable. He's not that good. He's 7 feet tall for nothing, weighs about 220 pounds. He's soaking wet, but he is just thin. He's too skinny. He's too frail. And I'm pretty sure it was like Game 3, Game 4, that Julius Randle was just bullying him in the paint. And he was like, get out of here. Get out of here. Just too small, right? He fell to the ground. So Jackson Hayes is just not the answer. Yes, Luka Doncic was making him look good in the regular season, but, the playoffs are just different. And the last game he did play was 4 minutes and 2 points. I mean, that is unacceptable. Like, what options do we have? Christian Koloko, Trey Jemison, they're not playoff eligible. I mean, you got Alex Len, but he's not all that great. So the Lakers' best chance to win this series is small ball, but that only works if you're hitting your shots. And they're not. They've been struggling offensively. I mean, Game 2, they won the game. They controlled the game from start to finish, but they just didn't score that well. They weren't shooting the lights out. It was just on their defense, right? and they hold not the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves to like 83 points. I think it was like their season low. I don't know why I said Milwaukee Bucks, but that's because I'm, speaking about them and talking about Brook Lopez. But I digress. I know this video is out of order. I just have a lot on my mind. I'm speaking my mind, and that's just how I feel about it. But I do want to show you Brook Lopez stats for this season as a starter or just in general in 2024-25. So he's averaging around 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.6 steals, 1.9 blocks, 1.1 turnovers, playing around 31 minutes a night, shooting 50.9% from the field, shooting 37.3% from the field on 4.7 attempts per game, and 82.6% from the free throw line on 1.7 free throw attempts, right? But look at his games recently in the playoffs in 4 games. They're just not that good. 2 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 points, 1 rebound, 4 blocks, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists. You see what I'm saying? In the playoffs, right? But so far in the postseason, did average around 5 points per game. That is not all that great, right? 14 minutes a night, 1.6 rebounds, 0.8 assists per game, 0.2 steals per game, 1 block per game, 1.6 field goals made, and 4.4 field goals attempts, shooting 36.4%, 0.83 attempts per game, and 3-point attempts, 3, shooting 26.7%. So inefficient. He is a stretch big. I would just look at other options in the offseason. Players like Clint Capella, I think that's really realistic. Miles Turner, I think he's going to get paid with Indiana Pacers. Naz Reid, he's more of a power forward. He's like 6'9", undersized. He can even play center, but I think the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to pay him. So I would just look younger. Brook Lopez, he's 37 years of age. And I don't think the Lakers should go look at Brook Lopez. That's just my personal opinion. Like, if everything else fails and Brook Lopez was like the only option, then sure, I would take him. Obviously, he's better than Jackson Hayes. I don't care if Jackson Hayes is more athletic and he's younger, but he's not the better player. That's just how I feel about him. And he's more experienced. He's a veteran, and he's been in the league a lot longer. But that's all I got for today's video. Let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this video? Do you guys like what it said? Do you guys disagree, or do you guys agree? At the end of the day, we disagree to agree. Everybody has their own opinion, but make sure you guys like the video to get it to more people, to help the channel grow. That way they can comment, share, subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subs, man. I'm going to be trying to reach my next milestone. And turn on the notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I drop future Lakers content. But one last thing I got to say before I end this video off. Hopefully the Lakers win today. I really want to force a Game 6. Want more Lakers basketball. But, man, the Lakers got to figure it out. They got to change the star lineup. I would even put, Dorian Finney-Smith, or even players like Jared Vanderbilt, or even Jordan Goodwin. Try it out. You don't lose nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? But I would just put Jackson Hayes off the bench, or don't even play him, because he continues to be unplayable. And the Lakers small ball is going to have to, work. That's like the best way that they can win these series or have a chance of overcoming the Minnesota Timberwolves advantages. But yeah, man, I'm out of here. Cheers. Peace.